Hey, good morning, Sean. How are you doing?
Good. So just
Good.
real quick, Sean Finnegan with DR Horton, been with DR Horton as a sales representative for the last 7 years, and the market has definitely changed over the 7 years since I've been with the company. A year and a half, 2 years ago, we were still being able to choose lots, pick out selections and stuff for the homes. There was inventory that was on the market, and was a little easier, little different process that we're seeing right now. So the process that we're seeing right now in this market is there still is low inventory. We are opening up 12 new communities. We're trying to keep inventory on the ground. We're trying to get about 200 permits a month. So at this time, being able to select your options and be able to select your lot point. The reason is take a couple months to permit. There is shortage on vendors process. So in order for it to run smooth, we have to order and get it permitted months in advance. So we are pre-planning our communities with the most popular homes, the best selections that we have from the design team, a lot of the grays and whites, a lot of the beach look that everybody's looking for looking down here. So that's something that we definitely want to having to option that. We have coarse countertops, granite countertops, laminate floors throughout the main living areas, tile in the bathrooms. A lot of this is all just standard options with our homes and our pricing. So that has changed. So basically, we're just keeping it a little bit simpler than we had it in the past.
Sure. And keeping it modern as well. I've got new construction under contract in the Parks. I believe that's one of the communities that you're at. And I was pretty impressed because they have these new light fixtures where you just press and you can take them out and stuff like that. So I was like, man, I want that in my own house. So that was pretty awesome.
That is a pretty cool feature, and we definitely add that. We got smart home packages that we offer for 3 years. But with those switches, you can get time switches where if you go into the pantry, the light goes on. When you leave the pantry 3 seconds later, the light goes off. You don't have to be an electrician. You just be able to pop those switches out and put the new switches in.
All right, that is awesome. So, and again, it used to be the case. I remember 5, 6, 4 years ago, I'd bring a buyer to you. They would have a home to sell, in Connecticut or whatever. We'd find a lot. We'd pick a plan. You would give them time to sell their property. I mean, I remember doing this with you with a number of buyers, and then they would sell their property and they would move in, same price, 6 months later, things like that. So it's definitely not that situation now, correct?
That's correct. So basically right now is instead of selling the home at the lot stage or the foundation stage, we are actually not releasing homes to sell until we get to about stage 5 or 6. And
Okay.
basically what 5 and 6 is, it's insulation drywall stage. And
Okay.
the reason is because once we're able to sell it, we can get more of a target date on estimation of completion. Because especially if you're looking to sell your home or you've already sold your home, it's usually going to be probably 60 to 90 days after we go to contract at that stage.
Okay.
So that helps the process of the not knowing, trying to find a place to stay while the home's being completed and finished. But as is home to sell contingencies, we're not seeing a whole lot of that.
Yeah.
In this market, we are doing some home to close contingencies, but mainly homes are being sold or being accepted more in the fact of no contingencies.
Right.
On anything. It's just coming in, getting to qualify to purchase home.
Are you seeing still more than one bid? Are you seeing bidding wars once those homes are released?
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a certain price point, and we're seeing a lot of multiple offer situations, and usually that's about the 350 and under price point.
Okay.
Things have changed. We would release, let's say we released 30 some homes, let's say a month ago on one day, we would probably sell 28 of those 30 homes. The market is changing just a little bit. It's still a very competitive and a multiple offer situation market. We are seeing a little bit more inventory building up at this time, which is good.
Okay, so let's talk. Yeah, it's good for the buyers, right?
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about that. I know there's a lot of speculation in the market that we're having another 2009, that inventory will increase, and obviously I don't think that. There's a lot of reasons why the market is not going to crash. In 2008 and 2009, in residential condos, townhomes, we have all seen an increase of inventory. So in new constructions, you've seen that as well.
Yeah, there's been some increase in inventory. That's because we're really beefing up the market. I mean, we know
Okay.
we've been short on inventory. We're buying land anywhere that we can purchase, property at this time. And we have 12 communities. We have 37 total communities right now in the market, this market here, and
Hmm.
12 new ones. So when you look at that,
Hmm.
um, our goal is to probably have about 200 homes start, like 200 homes that will start every single month from September on. So we're
Okay.
definitely looking for a solid market next year on selling homes.
Okay, great. So that's good to hear. I know DR Horton has been in the Myrtle Beach area probably for 15, 20 years. And of course, they've been around a long time. And they're a national builder. They build everywhere. So it sounds like the builders, all those, people that, crunch the numbers and, plan these communities and things like that. It sounds like they have faith in the market that, a year down the road and maybe 2 years down the road, we're still going to be strong. Are you sort of seeing that as well in the, the new communities that are coming up?
Yeah, all of our communities, I mean, we have solid communities right now, and I think we're preparing. We have enough lots in the ground to probably last us the next 7 to 8 years at this point
Wow.
in construction. So, I mean, there's just
Okay.
so much inventory coming up and so many new communities. So it's kind of exciting because if you're moving down here, we'll have a community in every single area. We're expanding into Georgetown,
Okay.
County, so
Sure.
Georgetown itself. For out into Aner, you got Lawrence, you got Conway, all the areas in Conway,
Hmm.
and still trying to find as much property as we can within the Myrtle Beach area that's still
Hmm.
available.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're looking at a pretty solid market. We're looking at probably closing about 1,800 to 2,000 homes next year.
Okay, fantastic. So that's good to hear. Even those builders are having faith. Hey, we're not going to have another 2008, 2009, where inventory is going to be, inventory will increase, of course. We're going to see a stabilization, but, we're not going to see 12 months of inventory on the market like we had at that time. So let's go ahead and talk about a few of the communities. Obviously, you've got a good deal of communities. I'm going to, let's see here, pull up some of the communities here. Looks like I'm looking at Village Oaks right now, which is in Carolina Forest. I drove by that the other day. I know you guys are breaking down it. And you've got a number of communities here. Of course, you're in Parks, Waterbridge, that's really upscale community. So why don't you take some time, music, and what the price point, sort of looks like as well.
Yeah, we start with Village Oaks. So Village Oaks is part of the Berkshire Forest,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a great community off of River Oaks Road. We're going to have 7 floor plans there, anywhere from the 1,600 3-bedroom, 2-bath, up to about 2,700 square feet a home over there.
Okay.
Probably mid 300s up to about 450. So definitely a really price point for the Carolina Forest area, and we will have our own amenity.
Okay, great. I was actually going to ask that. Berkshire Forest has their amenities, so there's a lot of communities in there, and you're going to have your own separate amenities. So that's fantastic. Any idea? I know some of the Berkshire Forest residents still have access to the Monterey Bay, I believe, or
They do. We will
okay.
not probably be part of that though.
So what is the HOA approximately going to run there?
HOA is probably going to be around the $75 to $85, which will include your garbage
The amenities. Okay, great. Yeah, so I can guarantee that is going to be flying off the shelf. I suppose they'll probably be hopefully widening River Oaks at some typical pickup there. And what's the time frame for maybe the first home or the first open?
So basically what we have, right, so we're looking to probably start sometime toward the end of August in that community there.
Really?
Yep. So we
Okay,
still have a few homes that might close by the end of this year.
okay. So you start building the end of August, and when would they be open for bids? What sort of that time frame look like?
Usually we're probably, once we get the foundation stage, we're probably looking at about 5 to 6 weeks. So probably sometime in the late September, early October time.
Okay, fantastic, great. Let's talk a little bit about Waterbridge. Of course, Waterbridge in Carolina Forest. A very nice community right in the middle of the boulevard there. And obviously you've got a lot of custom home builders in the first phase of Waterbridge, and now you and another builder are in the second phase. So tell us a little bit about what those homes, where the price point is, square footage, and things like that.
So right now, with the, just kind of real quick, with the HOA, we're not really sure what the HOA is. We're still working on that, but we will be able to use the Waterbridge amenities. And Waterbridge amenities are probably some of the, I think, the nicest amenities in the whole Myrtle Beach area.
Oh, or in the state.
In the state, yeah, it's incredible.
It's like a sandals resort there.
Yeah, and it's a gated community, which is really nice. So I mean, it's secure. You have beautiful lots in there. We are building about 80 homes back there, and our price points at this time is probably going to be anywhere from probably the 450 up to the 600 square foot. A little bit different in there. We'll all be hardy plank siding, so it's not going to be vinyl siding. So we have a little, more upgrades in the home, as in gourmet kitchens, tile showers, oak treads and risers. So it's we're excited about that. Most of the lots there are close to a quarter acre. They're very deep. They have some natural wetlands areas behind them. So definitely excited about that community. We're looking at Waterbridge probably sometime in August as well.
Okay, fantastic. And of course, you got a number of communities opening up. Touch base on a few of those. I know you, DR Horton really focuses on more the residential detached homes. Do you have any sort of townhomes anywhere that might interest buyers?
Yeah, we actually have a community called Ridgewood, which is located near 501 in the Conway area. Conway address, kind of near Burning Bridge. Over at Bridgeview, we're going to have Tuscans, which are like townhomes. We have them in Heather Glen as well. A very popular floor plan for us. Basically, it's a low maintenance home. They're single story, 2-car garage, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. What's great about that is it's low maintenance, and you don't have to do anything around the outside of the home.
Okay, that's fantastic. And again, a great location. Okay, great. Well, that's good to know, because I know a lot of people the ranch, the townhomes, with maybe 1 garage or 2 garage, still a decent HOA, has really been pushed there for a lot of buyers, that the single story, there might be less inventory, and they can still get the same square footage. So that's fantastic. Okay, great. Well, so we just wanted to summarize there. What other community, I guess, to finish up with, do you think, let's talk about one. All right, there you go. There, you're back. All right, so let's talk about one of the communities that might be coming up that hasn't broke ground yet, or soon to break ground, maybe into 2023, that you would think is going to be a great one for some buyers.
I would say we have Pelican Bay, which is up in the North Myrtle Beach area. Pelican Bay Lake. That's a great location. It's right off of Rock's Edge Parkway there, so you're within minutes to the North Myrtle Beach, Cherry Grove areas there. Another community that we have is right off of Highway 90. It's called Wildhorse.
Okay.
Great community. There's going to be about 1/4 to 1/2 acre lots. We're doing natural gas in there as well. Great location because it's right off the International, so you could be in Carolina Forest within 10 minutes. So that's another exciting community that's come on board. We also have a community called Landing at Astoria Park.
Good location.
Great location. There's Carolina Forest High School location there as well. On the south end, we have the Farm at Timberlake. Farm at Timberlake will be back in 2023.
Really?
A great community for us. St. James School District. We bought 240 lots in the back of the community. We're building another amenity back there. But that one's an exciting one. That's going to be a really strong presence down there in that St. James School District area again. Another community we have is the Lakes. The Lakes is also in Surfside, Myrtle Beach area. We have another 130 homes in the new phases that are coming up here. So that's also exciting. That is actually, if you would like, you could take a golf cart to Garden City Beach or Surfside Beach from that position. So that's going to have same school district as well.
Yeah, that's a real nice area there as well. The Lakes is a great community. And it looked like the prices in Pelican Bay were very reasonable. It looked like they were in the 350s. And here's one in the Lakes in the 350s as well, beginning with 1,600 heated square foot. So no doubt you'll have a huge buyer pool, I would think, for those communities. So that's fantastic. All right, great. Well, Sean, thanks again for the opportunity. I just, wanted to see what DR Horton, sort of sees in the future of the market. Obviously, feature some of the communities as well that might be interest to the buyers. And if you guys have any questions or anything, Sean, how can we reach out to you?
I'll reach out to me by my email or cell phone number, which is 843-424-3542. And my email is seanfinnegan@drhorton.com.
All right, great. And we'll probably share that underneath the video as well. All right, great, Sean. Well, thanks again for taking the time to be with us and talking to us about not only the DR Horton and what they have to offer, but also where you think the market is too. And it sounds like we're still going to be DR Horton anyway. We're going to be in a good, strong market, for opening all of these communities, for the next year or two. And of course, Myrtle Beach is one of the top destinations to move to in the entire nation. So they probably have faith in the beach, bringing people down, getting out of the taxes as well. All right, Brett. Well, until next time, this is Joel with the Advantage Group with a little bit of update on DR Horton. If you have any questions, reach out to me and Sean, and we'll sort of go from there. Thanks, Sean.
I appreciate it. Have a good day.